This episode of Geek Beat is brought to you by Citrix GoToAssist, the #1 global market leader in remote support. Sign up for GoToAssist before October 10th to get another Citrix product free for 6 months. Hey guys, I'm Callie Lewis.
And I'm John P. And on today's show, anything could happen.
NewTek has a new gadget to show off. They're here exclusively to show it live. It all starts now. Before we get into it, now NewTek gives great support for all their products, and I'm sure this new gadget that we're about to find out about, if you're the one who provides support for your employees and your client and you want to simplify that process, use GoToAssist from Citrix. It's live, it's remote, you can do it from anywhere, anytime, and it's just easy. So how can you go wrong? And if you sign up today, before October 10th, you can get another Citrix tool for free for 6 months. So go to assist.com now. And now I'm going to hop over here and learn all about this NewTek thing.
Hey guys, welcome to an episode. This is feeling a lot like the live show, it's really a daily show.
Well, welcome anyway. And
welcome to Philip Nelson.
Thank you, Callie and John.
The magnificent namesake of Ye Old Nelsonville control room.
Exactly.
Ye Old, I like that.
Ye
Very,
old.
very regal.
Yes.
Wow.
It's almost British, except for the way I say it. But you're here today with you're full of all kinds of mystery and surprises.
You know, usually I tell you exactly what I'm going to show you, but
you
today
guys
it's been
are
a secret.
typically very open and honest with us, and we get this mysterious email a few weeks ago. Hey, we want to show off something new, but we won't tell you what it is.
Yeah. And despite all of our attempts to find out, we're like, so are there any talking points? Is there anything we need to hear? Nope.
And
it's all good.
And just before this show, you guys were in here scheming and setting up. You would not even let us take a look at it. So
That's right.
That's true.
I'm chomping at the bit right now to find out what you have.
They had Dave Curley and Ken Tran in here just doing, we literally don't know what, because they went in here, shut the door, and would not let us in
It's
here.
a little hard to intro a show when you don't know what's going on.
So what do you have, Philip?
Well, I'm not going to tell you quite yet. I'm kidding. So, you guys, this is nothing new to you, but, we live in a world that communicates through video.
Yes.
Pictures worth 1,000 words. Well, how many words is video worth? And we live in a time when every kid is an expert in television. Every business, the bigger businesses are already communicating through video, and the ones that aren't know they need to.
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
so, we made the TriCaster, which is now the most dominant portable live production system on the planet.
And we have about 4 of them.
Yes, you do. And you make us look great every time you turn it on. You make us look
wouldn't
good.
say that, but okay.
I'll say Callie makes us look good.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Okay,
yeah. But anyway, and so, everybody speaks the language of video, and they know they need to if they don't. And so, we wanted to make a TriCaster for all of those people that didn't have access to our Pro line.
TriCaster for everyone?
TriCaster for everyone.
So you get a TriCaster, you get a TriCaster, you get a TriCaster. Is that what we're doing? We're giving away
TriCasters are...
No comment.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so fired now, it's scary.
Right,
Okay, 2 things about that. Number 1, TriCasters are a little expensive for just everyone.
They are.
And number 2, they can be a little, they won't even let me touch the TriCaster back there because it's got a lot of buttons and knobs on it.
And also it's in a rack.
And it's in a rack.
It's not quite portable. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it.
Okay.
We are going to show you guys the brand new TriCaster Mini.
Mini?
This is the TriCaster Mini. Actually, this is not the TriCaster Mini. This is a backpack.
Yeah.
That says Mini on it.
That's the truth in advertising.
You mean you fit a TriCaster in a backpack?
Not only the TriCaster, I'm going to do something really cool. I know, do you have your phone handy, Callie?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Somebody can get my phone,
Somebody grab Callie's phone
It's
because
on my desk.
One of the problems with traditionally with live production is, it's complicated, it's expensive, it's time consuming to set up, and you have to have, large crews of people.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm basically going to take this backpack and this little bag right here, and I'm going to set up an entire control room and studio in less than 5 minutes.
What?
No, that's not possible.
Now how much would you pay?
Oh, and he dropped
Ken
my
just
phone.
throws her phone.
Good thing for that old stadium case.
So now the one thing I do want to say is through the magic of television, there's one little cheat I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Because we want you guys to be able to see the screen of the TriCaster. I have some cables taped.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, this is a raw setup from start to finish under 5 minutes.
You really think you can do this in 5 minutes?
Is that what my phone is for?
You're
to
going to be my
time
timer
you?
because you're going to show the people that it actually, if I'm racing against the clock.
I have a stopwatch right here
On your awesome.
on my little
right.
Galaxy Fit. So you
have
really want us to do this?
You know what? Let's try
5
this.
minutes.
Okay.
All right, you tell me when to start.
All right.
Hang on, my screen went to sleep. You ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so like I said, not only am I going to set up the TriCaster, but I'm also setting up the entire studio, and this is
Oh
the
my
TriCaster
God.
Mini.
That is
wow.
awesome looking.
I like your reaction. So let's see.
It's got a
That
screen
is
on
tiny.
it. It's got HDMI outputs and inputs. It's got 4 HDMI video ins, 2 HDMI video outs. It's got audio in, a microphone,
Wow.
and left and right. So I guess, and headphones left and right. I guess you could actually put a little mixer into it if you wanted to.
You're
have
plugging in what, a
multiple
monitor?
microphones.
This is actually just a portable battery operated monitor. So let's go ahead and turn this.
But the monitor doesn't come with it.
No.
So you just added a little like USB kind of. Is that a USB?
Wait, that's a GoPro.
Is that a USB monitor? Or
that
is
is an
the
HDMI
monitor
monitor.
literally? The monitor is an HDMI monitor. It literally has a battery. I've
Yes.
never even seen that. So that's a little.
How
That's
much
something
is
we have
that
to look
thing?
into.
It's available. We got it from like B&H for a couple $100
Okay.
bucks. So it's
We'll have to
nothing
look into
crazy.
that. Callie's gonna
3
want one.
minutes, 55 seconds.
All right,
Left.
left. Yes, there we go. That's more.
Yes, we're
Yeah,
a minute
good
and 10 seconds
clarification.
in. Okay, so we've got a GoPro Hero 3. We've got a little Manfrotto tripod. Okay, we got a little
This
Acer,
laptop is
Computer.
just for something extra.
just to
Okay.
like feed in stuff to it or whatever.
Yep. All right, so now the TriCaster is pretty much set up. So now it's time to set up the studio. So the first thing we need in our studio, because we're setting up a full television studio here in just a few minutes.
Okay.
We got to set up a green screen. So let's do that first.
Oh,
You're gonna set up a
I told
green
you,
screen.
we're not just setting up the TriCaster in 5 minutes. I'm setting up the entire studio for you guys. So there we go.
That would be ridiculous if this actually works.
there he's pulling out the green screen.
He's got some hooks there. That's a pretty cool
Okay.
little green
That
screen.
is.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at that.
I've never seen that
nifty.
actually.
Now how
Who
much
is
would you
that?
He's got a
pay?
lot. Yeah, he's got a lot of little tricks up his sleeve here.
Where'd you get that?
Okay.
All these things are just easily available. I mean, it's
Yeah.
this, $150 or something like that. It's nothing groundbreaking. But what's
You got
groundbreaking?
2 minutes, 38 seconds left.
No.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're 2 minutes and 25 seconds into it.
No. Yeah. Whoops.
We have a discrepancy on the clock.
You're confusing me, John
You're
C.
halfway there. You're halfway to the finish line. Okay, so we've got another camera going up over there on the tripod.
Now I'm setting up lights.
Now, okay,
And
we
he's
got.
not even hurrying. Look
That's
at
the
this.
thing, I
Like
mean-
he's just taking his good old time.
Yeah.
It's my
he's-
Texas ways.
Right. I like just sitting back and watching somebody else do all the
Yeah,
work.
seriously. Usually we're having to do all the work.
Okay, we're
right.
3 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're actually
Usually
three minutes
the team
in.
is having to do all the
We're
work.
3 minutes in.
Actually, that means I'm going to finish early.
Wow.
Really?
I think
you're
so.
seeming awfully confident there.
Dude, I mean, the thing is you don't want to be stressed.
No,
No, you
want
don't
to.
want to be stressed.
Here goes a light.
Okay, he's got some little
Lights.
LED light panels
Okay.
there.
And you know what? I have one more thing to do, and I'm done. And that's tighten
But
up this. Because
you have to
it's
boot
You have
up
to
the
boot it up
machine
and everything.
it's already doing it.
stuff.
It's already there.
Oh.
It's booting up while I sit here and chat with you guys.
Where's the power to the machine?
It's on the back.
It's on the back over there.
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
you got
guys,
it
guess
plugged
what?
in and everything.
We are officially set up. Time. How much did we do?
That was 3 minutes
1:15
and 43
left.
seconds
Wow.
and 6/10.
Not bad, huh? I mean, how many shows have you done where it takes you more than 5 minutes to set up?
Every single one, thousands.
Okay, you really.
Oh, you know what? If I want to take the time penalty, I can turn on the cameras. Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
true.
I'll take a 30-second time penalty for pushing 2 buttons.
We'll say that it took you 4 minutes then.
Okay, 4 minutes. That's not bad though.
No, that's
All
pretty
right.
impressive. Now that's good to be able to set it up as one thing, but can I work it?
Yes. So
Because that's the other thing.
So here's the thing about TriCaster. You know, TriCaster. We talk about making television easy, but what does it mean to make something look like television? What are the different pieces that are required to make something look like television?
And that definition changes as we move along, right?
Yeah.
Well, but
like for example, if you watch our live show, you'd be like, anybody can do this. This looks like crap. But other than that, yeah.
well, you know, there's 4 things that we feel are like the important key pieces to make it look like TV. And the first one is multi-camera. You know, instead of like
being able to cut back and forth
with a gray wall behind you.
Right.
If you're a business and you're trying to communicate something, you know, I can shoot a video of you standing in front of a gray wall. And what is the value that video has to someone looking at it? Do they respect your message? Does it add to the story or does it detract from the story? And so with multi-camera, if I have a wide shot and a close-up, we can actually make our video look a little more interesting. So in the TriCaster, switching video cameras
Look at this
is
monitor.
I can't see it. You've got a monitor built into
this
the
is
little TriCaster
this
Mini.
monitor can be multiple things, and y'all are pulling me out of my demo, but that's
I know,
fine.
sorry.
Feel free, hammer me with questions. But we can actually assign what this screen displays. So
you've got that screen showing the output.
Yeah, that's the output.
Whatever we're gonna like feed to someone or be recording for later.
Look at this. I can make it a clock.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I can make it a countdown clock. I can make it a waveform monitor vector scope. So we have a lot of cool tools in here. But you know, the first thing that we feel is important to make it look like TV is multiple cameras, and it's as simple as saying I've got 2 cameras hooked up to this TriCaster. I've got the GoPro here, starring John P. and Callie Lewis. All right, and then I have another camera here. Scott, I'm going to recruit Scott in to be my lovely spokesmodel.
Yes.
Nice.
Scott, if you
Come
would
on in, Scott.
just stand in here so we have something on screen other than green screen.
I gotta have
Nice.
a bed for this.
Nice.
But you charge more than $10,000, right? I don't get. What is the quote? I don't get out of bed for
less than $10,000.
All right, so there's Scott. So now you can see that we have 2 cameras, and using the TriCaster is so simple. I just pick camera 1 is live,
it.
camera 2 is up next,
Okay.
and if I just hit the enter key, it cuts back and forth.
Nice.
Now, I want to warn you, we've got Scott double lit. Since I've set this up, y'all have the studio lit
Yeah,
and
that's
also have
true.
lighting on.
So he's a little
this
bright.
is Scott playing the part of Casper.
Right.
But you know, it's as simple as hitting the enter key to cut from camera to camera.
Right. Why did you make him stand in front of the green screen?
Well, just because I want him there.
Okay.
But you can also
are you gonna
key out.
take out the green screen?
I
or
will in a
something?
minute.
Oh, okay.
I'm building, man. I'm building.
jumping up.
Come on, man. Let me build here. So you know, we can cut our cameras back and forth very easily with the. I love the karate move, Scott.
Yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
cool.
But we don't just have to do. We just don't have to do cuts. We can actually do. You know, by hitting the space bar instead of the enter key, we can crossfade.
Nice.
Transitions.
Ooh, okay. But you know, as you know, the TriCaster has built-in high-end transitions, so we can not only do crossfades, but we can do 3D effects. And you know, if it's a business, they want to add in their corporate branding into their transitions, you can do that as well. So there you see the
Sweet.
shameless
Nice.
plug of the
Yes.
NewTek
Of course.
transition. So that's the first thing.
That's a good
transitions.
transition.
Okay, or multi-camera with transitions. That's the first piece to
Yeah.
make it look like
Okay.
TV.
Second?
The second is graphics. You know, you
Yep.
want to introduce your
Lower
CEO,
thirds
lower
and-
thirds. So
Make sure
it's
everybody
as
knows
simple
who they are.
as here's John and Callie on camera, and so if I hit the A key, all that does is fade in our lower third.
Oh, nice.
And notice I gave
you're
myself
Philip
the
Nelson.
title of expert.
Nice.
But let's see. We can and we have our system is set up so it's all template based. So with just by simply clicking on the gear, we can actually change this to Callie and John. And you're not an expert. You're experts. So
Right. Right.
All right, so now we can
you
bring in and out our
just
lower
that live.
thirds. Very
Okay.
simple. And you know what? I do have it reversed, but so what?
That's all right. He can be Callie for a day.
Yeah,
Right.
Callie, he's always wanted to be Callie for a day.
I have.
Today is that day.
He likes to pretend. Do the Callie voice.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm Callie Lewis.
We have derailed completely. I'm very scared right now. So, but we can also bring in, it doesn't have to be a crossfade. You can actually use transitions to bring in our lower thirds.
Oh.
And I'm only hitting like 3 little buttons on the keyboard. That's what's cool. The A key is bringing in the graphic in whatever transition I select. So the first 2 are multi-camera. The first is multi-camera, second is graphics, the third is video roll-ins. As you well know, it's great to stand on camera and talk about stuff, but it's nice to have supporting video.
Yeah, exactly.
Show a YouTube video or
Assets
something.
and-
Exactly.
You're,
Show an
you're talking
image.
about it, show it.
So,
video after
so
all.
today, Callie and John's show is going to be talking about tablets.
Okay. Let's
You
talk
know a
about
little bit
tablets. We
So,
like tablets.
what's
We
cool
enjoy tablets.
is we're bringing the show together. So Scott is the guy that's going to intro them. He says, "Hi, this is Callie and John." So we have Callie and John
Hi.
on camera. We bring in their lower third. Now I want to bring in a video clip that's already been pre-edited.
Okay.
And so let's say Callie and John are now going to talk about
We're
tablets.
talking about tablets. These things are great. You can use them on the go.
They're
and
square.
You can see how easy they are to use and work with.
They have screens.
But what's cool is in the TriCaster, it has a virtual tape operator. I'm not going to touch anything, and you're going to see at the end of this clip, it automatically comes back to you
nice.
and John.
Oh, wow.
And it cues up the next tablet, the next video.
Oh, wow.
Which is going to be about statistics.
So you can basically
Hey, the big
preset
TriCaster
your
doesn't
entire
do that,
show.
does it? Oh, it
Oh, it
does?
does.
Yeah, it does.
They don't.
We don't
I
know.
don't.
We don't
they
know
don't
what
let
the
me touch
TriCaster
the
does.
big TriCaster.
Here's what's cool about this TriCaster Mini. I said we're bringing this to just about anyone. We're bringing the power of the full Pro line of TriCaster, but now making it portable and affordable and easier to...
What's missing? Like what are you taking out to accomplish this?
I mean...
SDI input.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the HDMI inputs on the cameras.
Of course.
It doesn't have removable hard drives. So there's
Right.
some, there's 4 inputs instead of 8, or there's less audio channels. But the
the
idea
functionality is all there.
The power is under the hood.
What is this thing on the top for?
This.
I have to ask.
You know what? That's a great
I know I
question,
derailed
John
you.
P. No, you didn't derail me. Show the handle.
Not doing
So
my
this
job.
is a handle for
Yeah,
one.
it's a
but
handle.
One of the problems that are sometimes the simplest things are such brilliant inventions, but the problem with HDMI cables is they're not a locking professional cable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if somebody trips over a cable, oops, we just
gonna-
lost a camera.
oh,
Yeah.
shizzle.
Okay, that's not good. So I can actually take this off, and this becomes a cable lock.
Oh,
on the
so
front.
sweet.
that.
Okay.
So now when John trips over the cable, it's going to hold it in. And
That's
so
cool.
it's the little things in life, isn't it?
It is
John?
indeed.
That's a brilliant move.
It really is. And
And
also,
are the left and right jacks here? Is that honestly that's like for?
so you
so
have
I could take a mixer and I could plug
Yeah.
in left and
Yep.
right, and I could have 4 microphones on connected to my mixer.
you have one mic in, so
Yeah.
it's a mic level in, and then you have a stereo line level in, so you could have your left and right line level.
and I can go out too.
Yes.
So like, why would I go out to like a AV system in a room?
Let's
like
say,
a PA, yeah.
because we think of live streaming, and I'm kind of bouncing around here.
Yeah, sorry.
But that's good. It doesn't just output to the webcast. You can output live to LCDs,
Yep.
projectors. So if you're in a conference room doing training, you can have
You can run
everybody-
it all through your
You
TriCaster.
totally could.
Sure.
You could have a guy or a presenter with PowerPoint. You could be streaming it live to the web. You could be sending it out to projectors and screens in the room, and also recording it to the hard drive, so that employees that weren't there for that session can now watch it later.
That's crazy.
So it's pretty cool. So we've talked about 3 things. Now, wait, I got to roll in one more video clip just for
Okay.
fun, because I want to hear you make up some statistics.
Right.
So
okay.
John and Callie have talked about tablets, and let's talk about how tablets have been adopted. And you have 5 seconds on this clip. Go.
Tablets have grown over the last 4 years.
By
and
47%.
Wow, that's a great 47%.
I was getting there. 5 seconds is not very long.
But what's cool is it's actually now you can talk about how they're adopted all around the world, and I'm only hitting one button on
Everybody in the
keyboard.
world is using
This
them.
is the spread of the
100%
Ebola
of people.
virus, which has recently made its way to Antarctica, believe it or
Wow.
not. That's where it's gotten to lately.
Don't spread.
The
don't
penguins.
Spread lies.
I've been making jokes about I'm coming to Ebola Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Nice.
So thanks for bringing that up,
Yeah.
John. It's a pain. You're scaring my children.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
And
they're
By
probably
the way,
watching right now.
we were interviewing the other guy that actually spread it.
So
He
did
was
you
feeling
have-
fine. I don't know why
he's all right.
people are, yeah.
So how about those derails?
Cowboys.
So anyway, but what's cool is on the video playback, all I'm doing is hitting the space bar, one button.
Yeah.
And it's cycling through my playlist so that, you could do it on your own if you wanted to.
So you could prep it all. Like if I knew that I was going to do these 5 stories and I had 5 assets to support them, I line them up ahead of time. Then as I'm going through my points, I hit the space bar.
That's it.
And you're saying when I hit the space bar, it pulls it right in. It transitions right in
watch.
for that amount of time.
Here, John, why don't you hit the space bar?
Look, Dave.
Like you,
I
gave
get
him
the
the
space bar.
keyboard.
I get to hit the space bar.
So hit
it,
the space
John.
bar and roll that beautiful
I hit the
iPhone
space
footage.
bar. Wow.
And look, now it's going to count it down. It's 7 seconds, 6, 5,
And I'll be
4.
talking about
You don't even
the
have to touch it again.
iPhones
Oh, you
bend magnificentally well. Oh,
and that's it.
And we're
and
done.
it's back. So it's that simple.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Okay,
very cool.
so we've talked about the three of the key things.
You just
One
started
is
recording.
multiple camera.
Oh.
2 is graphics, 3 is video roll-ins, and the 4th is special effects. Because once again, we're all TV experts. Even my kids are TV experts, even though they don't know the white balance and multicam. They don't know all those terms, but when they watch a show, they can tell the difference, and anyone can. So special effects are something to really up your production value, make it look more like TV in a very easy way.
Is Scott about to do something fun?
He's getting ready to, I can't tell you. He's going to do cartwheels. No.
Nice.
So, but before I do that, one thing that's important when you're doing business presentations or even web television is sometimes you need to bring in something from a laptop. So
Yeah.
we just have
Like a PowerPoint or something?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a PowerPoint? You're big fans?
Yeah, not really.
You've probably fallen asleep.
How do I answer that politically correct?
Yeah. So, but what's cool is
Especially when we're doing one. Woo,
Exactly.
those are
so
bad.
I just have a laptop, and we have this technology called IveEGA. And so in the TV studios, they use this device called a scan converter, which takes your computer screen, turns it into something video can use. Well, we do that through Ethernet. So all I have is just a cable plugged into my TriCaster that's an Ethernet cable, crossover cable.
Okay.
And you'll notice that whatever's on this screen is now available as a, I think I may have just unplugged my Ethernet cable.
like as a camera input.
Yeah. Let's see here. I shouldn't have picked it up.
Exactly. Never touch
Okay, so
there
here it is. So you'll see that we have whatever's on this laptop is now a source on the TriCaster. But what's cool is that can be anything. So let's say we want to run the most amazing PowerPoint presentation ever. So you and I, let's say y'all are on camera and you're like, we're going to talk about successful business planning. So we're seeing this PowerPoint play in real time. It's okay. I mean, it's still boring. It's a static presentation.
23% of people give static PowerPoint presentations, but the
23?
smart ones actually run them through their TriCaster. And they switch back and forth using GoPro wide-angle super video.
So, but I want it to look better than that.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can
I'll
turn
get
on...
off the stage.
No,
You didn't have to-
stop.
Oh.
So now my PowerPoint is finished running its cycle, and I'm gonna run it again, but this time I'm gonna put it into a special effect called a double box. So now you're on camera talking about it, so it just brings in that look of television. Everybody that watches cable news or national news, they've seen this look, and they may not know what a double box effect is or picture-in-picture, but it just makes it look more professional and polished, and hopefully helps people stay awake a little more because they get to look at Callie and John
That's
instead
right.
of just the
Yeah,
screen.
you can keep
Actually,
people
we're
on the
doing
screen.
the double box effect of you.
Dave, can you throw that
It's a
into-
double box of a
Dave,
double
Can
box.
we do a
yes.
double box of a double box?
Yeah, Dave, throw that into like a double box. And it's like Inception.
So this could also be, it doesn't have to be PowerPoint. It could be video clips from YouTube. It could be, video from Skype. So here we have Anna Castro as our guest. And so, this is the way our story could be told. So Callie and John are on camera, and they're getting ready to go live with a special guest, Anna Castro, and she's going to talk about her new book.
Hey, Anna, we hear that you have an amazing book. Tell us about it.
And then we cut to that. She talks about her amazing book.
Stick her back in a box.
We give her a title.
Oh yeah, give her a title.
Then we stick her back in a box. And then she says,
Yeah,
see
that
you
sounds
later.
great.
And
Bye.
now we're
Like
back
us.
to Callie and John. But the cool thing is I'm hitting 3 things on the keyboard. That's
Yeah.
it. It's so simple
Yeah.
to do now. And it has the double boxes. But now
So maybe you should come out with a keyboard that only has 3 buttons.
you actually
3-button
you can do that.
keyboard.
Or just put a little sticker on the ones that matter.
That's
How
true.
much does this cost?
The
I want to know how
TriCaster
much
Mini
this costs.
retails, they start at $59.95. So
Okay.
under $6,000, and it comes with the TriCaster Mini, the keyboard and the mouse, and you just have to add your monitor.
You throw
your
in a
cameras.
monitor, plug
Yeah.
in your cameras.
So 2 more things to show you,
sorry,
and
go ahead.
then we're going to be done. This is why Scott is here. So we have Scott on the green screen, and he looks very ninja-like. And I want to do a green screen shot, but if you look, we just set this green screen up in the corner of your studio, threw up a couple of lights,
Yeah.
and I didn't really do a lot of calibration on the lighting. We got lights.
Well,
all
we got
around us.
double
course.
lights and everything else.
But I
that's
want to
okay.
turn on green screen, so the key may not be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and warn you.
All right.
And we're just going to turn it on and see how it looks. Well, that's not too bad.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's pretty good actually for the situation we have here.
Yes, it's not bad at all.
Great.
Actually, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna select the color green because you can actually use a color picker and
So you're basically telling the system, this is what is green, this
Yes.
is what I want you to remove from the backdrop.
yep. And so now we've pulled out his green. And this is not perfect lighting, so it's not going to be perfect. But you'll see that the green screen wasn't wide enough for the camera. Okay?
Right.
So I can actually
Hang on,
go
what
in-
happens if I stick my hand in here?
Your hand will be keyed.
There you go.
But what's
That's
cool?
freaky.
But
how
you're
it does
going
that
to
in real
zoom
time.
in.
We don't not even zoom in. I can just crop out the garbage on the left side, and I can crop out the garbage on the right side.
That's amazing.
And now we have Scott. But what's
Nice.
cool is if we put him in a virtual set, now Scott is interviewing Anna in a multi-million-dollar studio. Now I know you guys have an unbelievable facility, and we're in a real studio.
Right, but-
But virtual sets
it doesn't
have
look like
been
that.
placed,
This
yeah.
could be done in a conference room. This
Right.
could be done in your control room. So our goal is to take, if you're a corporate, doing a corporate product launch and you just want to make it look bigger, you want to look more polished, you want to look
Yeah.
like you're in a big studio, you can. And
You wanna
because
be on a boat.
you can be on a boat, and I wanted you to do the rap when we do that
I
segment.
wanted to be on a boat.
So anyway, what's cool is in our virtual set technology, you can actually zoom the camera in. It doesn't have to just be static. So we're
Yeah.
actually zooming the camera in on Scott and Anna, and it looks like we're in a $1 million studio. So that's pretty cool. It comes with like 20 virtual sets, so that you can actually pick different virtual sets. But you can also let me just pick a different virtual set just to show you that. And then I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we'll
Can
wrap
you make
it up.
your own too?
Oh
Nice.
yeah,
Oh.
but now he's in more of a kind of a new style virtual
Right.
set. Let's see here. This is called a holographic virtual set.
Ooh, I like holograms.
I'm sure you have taken a panoramic photo before.
Yes.
All right, so watch this. If I take a panoramic photo of, let's see here. I'm on camera 3. Just one second. Okay, so if I go to our holographic virtual sets, we can actually import a panoramic photo, map it
Okay.
to the inside of the virtual sets, and now Scott is standing in the courtyard in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh,
So there he is.
cool.
Hey Scott, how's it going there in Paris today?
Weather's great. People are friendly. Have a great time.
That is awesome.
That is
I didn't know you could do
insane.
panoramas. Is that new?
This is something that's pretty new. Now I have a video in the screen of Kiki because we can't have 2 people in the virtual sets. If I had 2 green screens,
Oh,
I could
wow.
have 2 different sources. So I'm gonna roll some video of Kiki.
Okay.
And then for fun, I'm going to load up a different virtual set. So now we have Scott as our barista. He's behind the bar. And and we can zoom the camera out or pull the camera out, and we'll see Kiki standing in the foreground. So, and then
Nice.
because it is a panoramic photo, we can pan around the arboretum and then come back to
hang
the
on.
group.
You
That
just
is-
totally.
Insane.
Wait, you have her on a green screen, a totally different
video
clip of
clip
her
of it.
in a green screen. You got him on a totally different green screen.
Yep.
And you have them both superimposed into a 3D image that you're panning around.
That's right.
Can you do the same thing like in live, like she's in coming in via Skype or whatever?
This could be all this is because I only have one green screen
course.
here. I'm just using a video clip,
Yeah.
but you could put whatever you want in that second channel.
Or if you had a giant green screen and you had 5 people, you could grab each one of them
I would say
individually?
in this version, 2 is a good.
Like 2, okay, all right, okay.
Two is a good goal.
Okay, so 2 people, and you could like just independently, even though they're both standing side by side on one green screen, you can move them around in your virtual world.
Yeah, you
But
can
you could
position them like
Could you turn them upside down and
one
like
of our
have them hanging
buddies,
upside down?
one of our cool
Fun.
friends at NewTek, Tom Green, we were joking about the holographic virtual sets, and he said, "Next time I'm at Jimmy Kimmel's studio, I'm just going to do a panorama." And then I'm going to load it into the TriCaster. I'll be like, "Hey, we're here live at
Nice.
Jimmy Kimmel,"
Yeah.
until he gets the cease and desist letter. So
Right,
Exactly.
Of course.
But
now
the cool
you can
thing
do
is
more than 2 on the 8000, or okay.
Yeah.
So on the
So
bigger
as you get into the
TriCasters.
Pro line,
Yeah.
you can do tons and tons
Yeah.
of layers. But this TriCaster Mini, odds are, we've given them the power they need to make a show look like TV, give it that polish of network television, but make it easy enough and portable enough that if they're a corporate marketing department, they don't have a full-time studio, they can put the backpack in a closet, bring it out when they need to do a CEO message or a stockholder update or a training session, and then put it back in the backpack and hide it in a closet.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
so now that we've talked about making the show, there's a couple ways you can get your show out, and I kind of mentioned it earlier. I mean, we can come out live from HDMI, through the HDMI outputs, and we can go to LCDs, so you can have them in your venue, closed circuit TV in your company, projectors in a church. You can also go out live to the web, so you can do live webcasts, and then you can also record it to the hard drive as full HD video so that you can either make DVDs, make it available on demand. You have a lot of choices, and we've also included the social media sharing features so that while my show's live, I could be publishing to YouTube, clips to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
What do you mean clips?
Like I could mark some clips, and actually while my show's still live, I could, let's say it's a football game.
Okay.
And they're coming out of the half, and it's been a great half. You could put some clips in your DDRs. You could share those out so that it's like watch the second half.
Okay, hang on a minute. So let's say we were doing a sporting event, like you said.
Yeah.
We were watching a football game. Somebody just scored a touchdown. We could say,
share that
grab
touchdown.
the 10 seconds before, like that play that resulted in touchdown.
you
We could
could-
mark it, and
share
through
it.
the system, we could say share it to YouTube.
Yes.
And
that'll
while
upload
we're
while we're
still
doing
live,
it.
you're telling me the box has the ability to transcode that thing, export it,
What about titling
upload
and
it.
just
No,
tag?
it's just
gonna upload it.
now if your show, when you were recording the show, if you were putting titles in, those would all be. You're just
Okay.
taking the content that's the program content of the TriCaster and sharing pieces while it's live. It's really pretty cool.
That is really cool.
So if we were doing our regular show, and I did something stupid,
Everyone can know
which
before
happens
the
a
end of
lot,
the show.
right? Let's
Yeah.
face it. Somebody could go in and grab just that thing while we're live and go, John P. just did this stupid thing, and just send it straight out of
You
the
could just
TriCaster.
create the John P. Does Stupid Things on YouTube channel and just publish live
and you just
from
bang
any
every
show.
stupid thing he does. That's
That
crazy.
is really, really
yeah, it
cool.
is.
But it is really cool. So one other thing that's included that's my grand finale. It's like-
You're filling my head
I know.
too much.
Right.
It's almost like a Ron Popeil commercial. It's
Right.
like, now how much would you
Yeah,
pay?
exactly.
Order now, get your bamboo owl wind chimes.
Spray on hair.
I know. Couvre. Do you remember that? Anyway, so we have completely derailed. So, but we actually include a lot of power under the hood. And so the idea in the TriCaster Mini is to make this available and accessible to anyone. Easy to use, portable, affordable. I mean, you're replacing 6 figures plus worth of equipment.
Yeah.
But we also want to have enough power under the hood that it's not a device that somebody buys and uses for 6 months and outgrows.
Yep.
So we, with all the layering and stuff that I've shown, you can get very complicated in there if you choose to. And there's a feature, we have automation built in. So like, let's say it's one person that wants to do a show. And so they want to pre-set up the entire show and then just go stand in front of the green screen and do it. I have a keyboard shortcut I call my finale.
Okay.
And this is my finale. You know what? I thought about putting Callie in there, but Scott, you're doing so good with the karate moves. I just want to leave you there. All right. I'm just going to do Control-Alt-F for finale.
Okay.
And what this is going to do, I'm just going to reset it back to the factory defaults here. So it goes through and it kind of configures it back to when we started. And I'm going to do Control-Alt-F. And what it does, I'm not going to touch anything. It brings up our title graphic. So NewTek TriCaster Mini around the world. Scott, you're live in 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Hey everybody, check it out. We're at the Eiffel Tower in Paris, checking out some amazing new technology. My name's Scott Carroll, and today we're
I'm not touching
launching
it.
the TriCaster Mini from NewTek. lets people from around the world tell stories in new and creative ways. So you're not going to want to miss this. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for coming. Hi, Mom.
All right, but you see, so I could set up a complicated
time it
intro,
out, yeah.
and what's cool about that, let's say you're doing live from some awesome show, you could set up your intro so that it cuts to GoPros throughout your set,
Right.
Yeah.
so that you're bringing in the audience and integrating the audience.
Yeah.
And we're live from XYZ show,
Yeah.
and the crowd goes crazy, and it's all live, and they're tweeting out, "I'm live on Geek Beat."
Very
you know?
cool.
So that's the idea with it, and that power is under the hood of the TriCaster Mini, so that for $59.95 you have a very powerful live production solution that has tons of growth potential as your needs grow. But within 30 minutes, anybody can be up and running and doing their own live webcast.
Out of a backpack.
That is crazy.
Set up in 5 minutes, actually 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
It was really 4, but
It was
it really
really
four?
four, but then you had to.
Well, it was
turn
like
the camera.
3 minutes and 40 seconds, and then you gave yourself a 30-second penalty. But I don't think the GoPro takes that long to turn on.
Right.
So that's good. But I mean, that's it. This
Yeah.
is the
Wow.
TriCaster Mini, and I'm excited to be here. This is the first live look at TriCaster Mini anywhere in the world. It's been top secret, and it's right here on Geek Beat TV.
Well, thanks
We
for doing that
appreciate
with
it.
us.
Yes, that is incredible, and I can see why you've been so super secretive about
Yeah.
it.
When can people get one?
Yes.
Today.
Really?
But when
available.
will they actually be available to ship?
Today.
Wow.
You have these manufactured and ready
We're
to
not
go in a box.
pre-ordering.
No pre.
It does sound like a Ron Popeil
no, it's
commercial.
today. It is available now. Call your reseller. Buy a TriCaster Mini today. Actually,
Tell them John and Callie sent you.
They are shipping today, and our resellers have stock. They pre-ordered stock, so if they're going to be in hot demand. So if you just now find out about it today and you call your dealer tomorrow, their
may
initial
or may
order
not
may be
have them,
sold
yeah.
out. But we're producing them as fast
awesome.
as we can, and it
And
is
hey,
available
if you're
now.
in Canada, go get it from Video Link.
Yeah. Does it include
Actually, I
the
don't know if they
backpack?
ship-
No.
Because you have a
The
sweet
backpack is
NewTek
awesome.
backpack.
Yeah, this is a sweet OGO backpack
Yeah.
that we had made, but I'm sure that there may be some backpacks available somewhere.
Okay.
I hear Dave Curley yelling dibs from the control room.
Okay, guys,
right.
I don't know what to tell you. That was awesome. That was truly our first look at the new TriCaster Mini. So for
Let
under
us know-
$6,000, let's
Yeah.
say I want to just think this through. Sorry, I was about to wrap
I
this up,
know.
but now I got to
Now
pull
you're
back.
gonna-
I got to
Okay.
pull back for a second.
Pull back.
So let's say that's about $6,000,
Okay.
and then we spend a couple $100 on a monitor. We might want, let's say, 3 cameras. I want at least 3 cameras. I'm
Yeah.
going to say cameras are going to cost you $500 a piece.
Yep.
Because I want you to have decent cameras. So that's with cabling, a couple of tripods. We're up to maybe
78.
$8,000. We'll call it $8,000.
Yeah. Green screen is about
Green
Green
150
screen,
bucks.
150,
you
yeah.
need some LED lights and stands. Let's say
Under
maybe
$1,000.
Yeah, under $1,000. So we're
You're
under
way
10
under
grand.
10.
We're way
What-
under 10.
So what's great about
With the
that,
room.
if you're looking at like business video,
Yeah.
you pay your company and you want to do a marketing video, you're going to spend 10 grand on one video. And so with the TriCaster Mini, you can afford everything you need to do all of the aspects of this
Yeah.
video for less than the price of producing one video. And what's cool about that, let's say 6 months later you want to do training, you want to do a message to your employees that are remote. Now you have this in the can, ready to go
Yep.
to do live. One other thing I didn't mention is there's 2 versions of the TriCaster Mini.
Okay.
There's one for $59.95 that has 15 hours of recording and does not have the screen on the side.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And there's one for $79.95 that has 45 hours of recording and has the screen on the side.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
can pick whichever one
So
you
if
want.
you get the
Whichever one.
$8,000 version, then with everything else, you're right about 10 grand.
Yeah.
Right.
With everything.
You're still under the price of one single
Yeah.
marketing video.
cool.
It's pretty amazing.
Very
Okay,
cool.
now we can wrap it up.
All right.
Now that we have that under control. Thank you guys so much for joining in on the live stream, because we live streamed this, and watching the recorded version later. And if you have any questions, comment below. We will be paying attention and we'll try and get all the answers for you.
That
and
is
of course, we're going to be testing this, Rick.
Yeah, we're gonna just hold on to that.
Wait, it's plugged in.
Oh well, I guess we'll let him get it unplugged. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks, Philip, for
Philip
coming
Nelson,
over.
guys.
at Philip Nelson.
Thumbs up on YouTube.
Bye. 2 if you got them. I almost
what
didn't
was
do
the
it.
deal?
I
You
don't
almost-
know.
If someone ever manages to hack their way into your account and get at your files, they'd have to find a way to decrypt.
Tu que sabe, neka druga kola.
a PTZ camera, and you can see up there, it